What disqualifies a person from long-term care insurance? Long-term care insurance is an important type of insurance that provides coverage for custodial care and other services for individuals in need of assistance due to illnesses or disability. Long-term care insurance plans provide financial support for individuals who need care for an extended period of time, typically more than 90 days. The goal of the insurance is to provide individuals with the resources to get the care they need without relying on their family members for assistance. In this guide, we'll dive into the topic of long-term care insurance and discuss what qualifies and what disqualifies you from obtaining the coverage. We will look at the common factors that might lead to disqualification and provide some practical advice on how to increase your chances of earning long-term care insurance. What is long-term care insurance? Long-term care insurance, LTCI, is an insurance policy that provides personal and medical services to individuals who are unable to care for themselves due to aging, disability, or other chronic conditions. It is designed to help protect the financial security of individuals and their families when they need long-term care. LTCI covers a variety of care services including in-home care, assisted living, adult daycare, respite care, hospice care, and nursing home care. Depending on the specific plan, coverage may also include home modifications and alternative therapies. The coverage can be applied to short-term and ongoing care. Eligibility for long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance can be a valuable financial resource to help pay for out-of-pocket medical expenses associated with long-term care. However, in order to get the coverage you need, you must meet certain eligibility criteria. Here, we will discuss the general conditions and disqualifying factors that may affect your eligibility for long-term care insurance. In order to qualify for long-term care insurance, you must meet the basic conditions of being over 18 years old, already possessing health insurance, and being in generally good health. Any pre-existing medical conditions, recent hospitalization, or unaccounted for risks could lead to disqualification from long-term care insurance. It's important to understand that these disqualification factors can have an effect on your insurance coverage in the future if they remain unaddressed. Common disqualifiers from long-term care insurance. The most common disqualifiers from long-term care insurance are pre-existing medical conditions, recent hospitalization, and unaccounted for risks. Here are some examples. Pre-existing medical conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, or other chronic illnesses. Recent hospitalization due to any cause. Unaccounted for risks associated with lifestyle, environmental, or other factors. It's important to keep in mind that these are just some of the common disqualifiers from long-term care insurance. There may be other factors which could render you ineligible for coverage. It's best to consult with a long-term care insurance expert for additional advice. General conditions for long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance is an important part of most people's financial plan. It helps protect your assets if you need extended or specialized care due to illness, disability, or age-related issues. However, not everyone will be eligible for long-term care insurance. In order to qualify, you must meet certain conditions. Generally, you must be younger than 65 years old and have no pre-existing medical conditions that would make you ineligible. Additionally, you must be able to prove that you are in reasonably good health and that you have not been hospitalized or received emergency room treatment within the last 90 days. You must also provide information on any activities or risks that may be considered too high for you to qualify for coverage. How does disqualification factors affect your insurance coverage? When applying for long-term care insurance, it is important to understand how certain factors, such as pre-existing medical conditions or recent hospitalization, can impact your eligibility. These factors can disqualify you from policy coverage, leaving you financially unprotected and vulnerable in the event of an unexpected health event. Understanding the implications and consequences of disqualifying factors for long-term insurance coverage is essential to ensure that you are making informed decisions about your future. This guide will discuss the common factors that may disqualify you from policy coverage and provide tips on how to avoid potential disqualification. Pre-existing medical conditions. When applying for long-term care insurance, pre-existing medical conditions are one of the primary factors taken into consideration. Depending on the condition and its severity, it may disqualify you from coverage. It is important to be upfront about any existing medical issues to ensure that you are being accurately assessed for eligibility. Pre-existing medical conditions may include, but are not limited to, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, arthritis, cancer. In addition to these chronic illnesses, pre-existing medical conditions may also include conditions that are temporary. For example, if you have recently suffered a fracture or broken bone, this could be considered a pre-existing medical condition. It is important to keep in mind that insurance companies will take into account any existing medical issues when calculating your rate. It is important to be transparent about any pre-existing medical conditions to ensure accurate coverage and assessments. Guidelines for avoiding disqualification. Don't let your application to get long-term care insurance be denied due to preventable disqualifying conditions. You can take proactive steps to ensure you meet the conditions of eligibility and avoid being denied coverage. The best way to get accepted for long-term care insurance is by taking steps to minimize health risks and staying healthy. Here are some tips to stay covered. Schedule regular medical checkups to stay up to date on your health. Implement safety precautions in your daily life, such as wearing protective gear when engaging in outdoor activities or avoiding participating in risky behaviors. Talk to your doctor about any pre-existing medical conditions that may present a risk to your coverage. By following these simple guidelines, you can make sure you are in good health and eligible for coverage before applying. Implement safety precautions. One of the most important steps to prevent disqualification from long-term care insurance is to take preventive measures and limit risks. Taking precautions to avoid hazardous situations can help you maintain a clean bill of health. This allows you to qualify for coverage without any issue. Here's what you can do to ensure safety. Avoid risky activities like skydiving, bungee jumping, or any extreme sports. Do not overindulge in drinking or smoking. Adopt healthy lifestyle habits such as regular exercise and eating healthy. Stay updated on routine medical checkups and follow your doctor's advice. Use safety gear and equipment when performing any kind of physical activity. By taking preventive measures such as these, you can minimize the risk of harm and keep yourself healthy and fit. This not only helps you maintain your eligibility, but it also ensures your long-term well-being. Conclusion: long-term care insurance can be an important part of making sure that you are financially secure in the future. While this type of insurance may not be suitable for everyone, it is an option that may help you in the long run if you experience certain healthcare needs. However, there are a number of factors that could disqualify you from being approved for long-term care insurance. It is important to weigh the risks and benefits of pursuing such a policy carefully, as well as understand the criteria for eligibility and the consequences of being declined. By following general safety guidelines, keeping up with your medical appointments, and researching your options, you can give yourself the best chance at being accepted for long-term care insurance. Understanding the conditions that disqualify people from receiving these policies will also help you make an informed decision about your future. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Caregiver Relief. If you have any thoughts, ideas, or suggestions for future videos, topics you'd like us to cover, or even improvements you'd like to see on the channel, drop them in the comments below.